like that the first time they played. They've got to hold on the ball, score first if possible, put some pressure on Brady in New England. They have to do that, otherwise they're done.
Well, the good thing about Brady, if you're playing against
They're
Brady, you know, he's very smart. The Patriots this year now, in my opinion, have a better team than they did last year.
Yeah,
and the
probably.
reason I feel that way is because the defensive players are getting a bit older.
Yes.
And they've got a running game now where they didn't before. They were very unbalanced in years past, the way that the Packers are now. So they're a better team. But Brady is not mobile. So if you can apply pressure and knock him around, I mean, how did the Giants beat?
Yeah.
How did the Giants beat them in the 2 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
They knocked Brady on his backside.
A lot of pressure. Yeah.
If J.J. Watt and the rest of the guys up front can knock Brady around, he's very human. Nobody likes to get hit.
Even though he's married to Gisele Bundchen, he is human.
I still, and just, this is an argument that we used to have, Ed, and just I want to bring it back, because we talked, you know, you're a big Gisele Bundchen guy. I've always been, and I think Dash will agree with me, I'm a Letitia Casta guy. You guys remember Letitia Casta? Google, if you don't know, you should Google her. She's, you know who she is?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, look at you, you've got that, you're turning red.
I just actually remember upstairs changing some of the wallpapers up there. Which actually stayed that way. No one at SEN ever changed them.
Steve was the king of changing wallpaper.
I would go there. I do that now. I did one actually at where I work now, and there was a couple. I found some ladybugs humping. Like, honestly, yeah. Okay. And so I went to my boss's PC. I went to the page and I hit it, and she. Yeah, that caused a...
Yeah, like in America, that's a fireable offense.
Another SMS coming through here. Hey, boys, good to have you both back on the air together. 2 questions. Why is Tebow like a waterlogged ball? No one wants him. Is there more to it than that? Interesting analogy.
Two answers to that question.
Yeah.
Number
Pretty
one...
easy answer.
Yeah, very easy. We could say, believe it or not, we could be succinct and get this done in 15 seconds.
Yes.
Number one, you have to change your offense.
Yep.
Nobody wants to do that.
Yep.
Number 2, there's a bunch of BS that comes with him.
Yep.
You've got the media going, hey, Tebow.
Yep. Fans. Yep.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Teams don't want to deal with it.
Very
Teams don't want to deal with it.
Before we go, we've got a few more minutes left. Did want to mention the BCS championship game. Alabama, 42, Notre Dame 14. Jesse Williams, the big Australian tackle for Alabama, got a lot of notice. Brad Musburger saying, there's a guy who's going to play in the NFL, that sort of thing. So really did a lot, I think, for Australians playing in America. And not just a punter, which I think is great. Obviously, it's wonderful to have all these punters, but it's great to actually have a guy down and dirty, you know, doing the physical work, who may be drafted, be the first Australian ever drafted since Colin Scott's. I think I want to say 87.
Ed, that and maybe some of the Australians don't realize this, that punters and kickers are seen as lower life forms. And
We've discussed that a bit.
In terms of
even the punters
football.
admit that, Steve.
No, the punters know, and the kickers do. And you listen to any NFL player now, they kind of go, you know, the kickers and punters aren't even on our field. They're on another field doing whatever they do. So there is so much pressure on a kicker and a punter. Punter screws a game up. You've got guys that are 3 bills looking at you going, I'm out there busting my ass every day, and you can't hold on to a damn punt?
Yeah. Well, you miss a chip shot. Yeah, that's exactly
so
right.
There's a lot of pressure on those guys.
There is. So stack of pressure.
So who do you like in the Houston game? Right?
I like New England. I just don't see – I only see one scenario where Houston wins it, as if they score early and New England screws up. That's the only scenario I see. I really do.
That's actually 2 scenarios. But I'm with you. I think New England wins that game as well. They're a good team. They're well coached. This is the best New England team we've seen in a while. So I got the Pats.
Yep.
And I got the
Seahawks.
Yeah, we're in agreement.
So we are in agreement. See, in our old age, we can actually agree.
Yes.
Not quite as brutal as last week, but again, the coaching merry-go-round continued a little bit.
Yep.
The Jaguars this
Mike
time.
Mularkey, yep. That was a case where they were going to say they were going to give it a little time. They initially said they were going to keep him. Now they got rid of him. We got to remember, we say this all the time, it is a high-cost, cutthroat business, and if things aren't going in the right direction, these owners, and they're private owners, billionaires in many cases, make the decision, we're going to get rid of him and move on.
Okay.
They're brutal about it.
Here's common sense, number one. Bad teams make stupid decisions. There's a reason the Jaguars suck. And it's a couple reasons. Number one, they've got a new owner.
Yep.
And he doesn't have a very good front office.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of players, Malarkey. Now, granted, 2-14 is probably unacceptable.
Yep.
All right? But an owner, there aren't a lot, like Ed said today. Ed said very, very smartly when we were talking today, watching the game, that you look now at the college coaches. A lot of these college coaches who are being offered big money are staying in college, rightly so, because that's a good gig. And the other thing that they're doing is that a lot of these guys, these former coaches, John Gruden,
Bill Cowher,
there's these guys go, Bill Cowher wants to go coach in Carolina. Yeah. No, he doesn't. What the hell would you? I mean, he lives in North Carolina. But why the hell would you leave the luxury of a
studio,
studio, making $2 million a year, talking,
Don't
spending
need the
time
pressure.
with your family? Coaches work so hard. They work for such long hours. It's nice for these guys to still earn $1 million or $2 million a year, sit on their ass, and talk about the game.
It's true. That's why you're seeing so many coordinators that you've never heard of interviewed for jobs. Nick Saban staying at Alabama, Chip Kelly staying at Oregon, Brian Kelly is staying at Notre Dame. So they've got to look outside the square, and you need a coordinator.
So that's what teams
it's a real dilemma.
Need to do that. But what I say is that the Jaguars, they're going to go hire someone else. And he's not going to be a frontline guy, so they're going to have to get lucky. They're going to continue to stink.
Yeah.
They got rid of Jack Del Rio after 10 years. I told you that Jack Del Rio story, right? You know the Jack Del Rio story?
I don't know.
Do you got a minute for this, Jack?
Far away.
So I'm in college, and I'm at San Diego State, and I need a job. So I go to this place called the Spaghetti Factory. Want to be a waiter at the Spaghetti Factory? You get a good feed for cheap. So I go and I'm interviewing with this guy, and it's going really, really well. And I go, hey, did you go to San Diego State? And he's a few years older than me. And he goes, no, I went to Washington State. I go, a buddy of mine played football at Washington State. I didn't have a buddy that played football at Washington State, but I said that. So he goes, really? I played football at Washington State. Who's your buddy?
Fantastic.
So I'm thinking there's a quarterback that played at Grant High, and I'm going, his name was Aaron Garcia, and I'm going, Jack Del Rio. And he goes, Jack Del Rio played at USC. I go, oh, no, that's Jack Del Rio. I go, my buddy was Jack Del Real, R-E-A-L. He kind of looks at me, and there's sort of this awkward silence. I didn't
That's great.
I didn't get that job.
I bet you didn't. That's a great one. Jack Del Rio.
Son of a beach.
Nice one.
Thank you to all of our SMSs that have come through over the course of the night. Thank you to the two of you. Great
Is
to
that
have
it?
you here
You're
again.
welcome.
That's it for another Sunday night.
It's good to see you.
Next Sunday, we've decided that I either need to stay for the Super Bowl.
I know.
Or Ed needs to come to California with me because we've watched 2 playoff games and the Niners together, and the Niners have won both of those.
I know.
And I'm not risking.
Thinks I'm a good luck charm.
I ain't risking them losing.
You got room in your luggage?
Just kidnap him, smuggle him back.
No, why don't I just hang out for a bit? We'll
I'd
come
like
back
that.
next Sunday, work with Al. I like Al. Al was
Absolutely.
good. Al smells really nice.
He's a good man.
No, but I mean, a lot of guys, you come in here and it gets a little hot.
quiet.
Guys get heated. They start to stink.
Yeah.
Al
Most
smells like
notably
cologne.
me, yeah.
No, you smell great. All right, thanks for having me. That was good.
Thanks,
Thanks, boys. This has been Bet Stars and Stripes. When you bet with a Scanders Bet Star, you know you